Hi, my name's William Moore and I'm the Data Privacy Associate at Shoosmiths. What attracted me to a career in law? I initially actually started in a different career. I used to work in Parliament, but felt that my career path wasn't taking the route I wanted it to. It wasn't quite developing me or challenging me in the way I thought it was. So I had a few friends who are solicitors, so I started asking them quite a lot of questions and really liked what I heard, so I decided to sort of swap careers and head off to law school. Solicitor v barrister, it's the big question, isn't it? I think I would have enjoyed being a barrister, but at the same time, it doesn't give you that security necessarily that a solicitor at a law firm does. And I think I would have, at my early part of my career, I've enjoyed being part of a team. I think that's why being a solicitor slightly takes the edge off going down the barrister route. Although solicitor advocate down the line, who knows? Deciding on which firm it's a really difficult one because there are so many great firms out there, but you have to really narrow down what sort of firm you want to work at, and that often means looking at the type of work they do, the type of clients, the seats they offer, and the career progression that they give you. So really trying to focus in on those sorts of firms that you think would be best for you, and then applying to those ones. I think too many applications to too many firms can be detrimental. So prior to my training contract, I used to work in Parliament, and as a result, I had quite a lot of previous work experience. That gave me an enormous number of transferable skills. One of the areas that I struggled though was showing law firms that I had legal experience, and that was something I really needed to work on. So I went out on that feedback and I tried to get as much legal experience as possible to show them that I was committed to a career in law. It's really important to balance out that experience that you have and show them that it's all relevant and transferable to becoming a successful solicitor. I think what made my application successful was understanding that every experience I had to be sort of shown to demonstrate what would make me a good solicitor. So every time I wrote anything, I would say, does this sentence show that I would make a good solicitor? Is this relevant? Can I apply this in a way that would be important to a firm and hiring me? So whether that's teamwork, whether that's working with key stakeholders, it's all relevant as long as you can sort of justify it as why it would make you a good solicitor. So I initially trained in data privacy when the GDPR came in, so that was 2018, so it was quite a busy seat. And then I moved on to structured finance, private equity transactions, and then litigation. I think one of the big things to learn to sort of tell my future potential trainee self was, just because a firm says that they offer a seat in that department doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get a chance to sit in it. Some seats are only offered once every year or a third rotation, or there may only be one seat available. So if you are interested in that firm and you really want to sort of practice in that area or qualify into that area, I think it's worth reaching out to HR and saying how many seats are available and are they offered in each rotation. So my area of expertise is I'm a data privacy lawyer. As people probably see on a daily basis, data privacy and data breaches and anything to do with data seems to be in the news quite a lot. 90% of all data ever created was created in the last 2 years. So there's an enormous amount of data out there, and companies are looking to us to help them process and use that data in a legal and compliant way. What makes Shoosmiths stand out from the rest is that it has this amazing ability to have great quality clients, a really awesome culture where we're all sort of really friendly, as well as a great work-life balance. It's important to me to be able to have that work-life balance whilst at the same time having really great quality of work. I think one of the major skills that's necessary to become a successful solicitor is that you need to do the things that are in your control well. That means that if you are having to work up against a deadline or you're drafting things, you have to do it as accurately as possible and on time. If you don't know the law, that's fine, that takes time, but it's really important to focus on the things that are in your control and do that well. And secondly, I think it's really important to understand the clients don't want the law recited back to them. They want you to apply the law in their setting so that it's understandable for them. I think they need to go in with their eyes open. If anyone's going to go into the career in law, that it is a difficult path. It takes time, it takes commitment, and it takes the perseverance to go through that and sacrifice. If a candidate is willing to do that, then they actually do have the skills necessary to go on and be a successful lawyer. Signature dish, I quite like fried gnocchi with some sort of pesto and Mediterranean vegetables. So delicious, both eating, cooking it for myself or eating out.